All right, so we're recording a little live session here. Just gonna go over my bias real quick and see what I want to see for the market, and honestly talk to you guys through like what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking. I was just doing some breath work right now. Usually to chart up like the first 15 minutes, I don't trade again. I just don't like trading New York Open. Majority of the time, I've realized majority of my trades don't pan out when I'm trading, 9:30 at 9:30. So I just realized best case scenario is to not trade 9:30. So yeah. Market's better to open in 1 hour. Um, so I have been posting on the main channel. We're doing a road to 10K of like reaching payouts. So that's a big thing I'm on recently is reaching those payouts, making the ROI back, being funded, X, Y, and Z, the good stuff that a lot of people online try to like just promote and like get you to buy their mentorship, oh, I'm selling up cars, like X, Y, Z. But like, there's so many people selling stuff, bro. Like at this point, like I don't know. At this point, you could buy from so many different people, bro. It's crazy. I don't know, but let's just mark out our buy side and our sell side objective, and yeah, we do seem to be in a range. Seem to be in a little bit more of a range. We are sweeping the low. We are pushing up higher. We want to see, we want to see if we continue this momentum for this candle and close it. Again, we've just been inside of this range. You can see that there. Doesn't look too healthy on the 15 and the 5-minute. I'm gonna be zooming out here, seeing if we see anything. Don't really see anything. I see YM sweeping and then just moving to the moon right now. It's kind of what it seems like, bro. I hate how TradingView added this new feature where like you use the tool kit, or you use like one of the drawing tools. I mean, and like it just sticks with it. I don't know why. Like it just stays, and then like it doesn't like it just tries to get another one in there. But like, come on, man. Come on, man. You don't need that. Yeah, I think that was a bad update. Honestly, I liked when it's like it disappeared after one use instead of like reappearing over and over again for multiple uses. To me, it just doesn't. I don't like it. It just doesn't do it for me. So we are melting here on MNQ. We did get a strong aggressive seller. I'm going to be using the previous cash session to draw my volume profile here at started around 8:30 right here. Right there. And then it ends at 3 o'clock right here where the CBD ends right there. Boom. So I'm drawing my previous cash session. It looks like we are kind of aiming for, I'm gonna draw the value area, low area with where all the aggressive buyers were. Looks like we might reach for that. If not, and then we also have the point of control here with all this aggressive buying right here. So I'm gonna draw that out too. And then that's really it. I'm gonna draw this previous session here too. See what we can do with this one. I don't really see anything we can do there. Let's go to the footprint. Looks like sellers are trying to push price lower, but they're getting absorbed right now. If we start to reverse, then we see like a bullish delta come in, and sellers are reversing. But again, I want to wait for this 15-minute candle to close. So we had strong buying, and then the sellers we had aggressive buying, a bubble, and then we had aggressive selling. Now the market is pushing down lower, which is beautiful to see, honestly. Now we gotta see if the sellers hold and continue, like break past this low. Do we continue? Then we reach that value area low from the previous cash session. And then the SMT with ES and YM, is that valid? You know, like, or we're gonna push down lower and then ES is gonna follow up after sweeping the highs up there. Like certain things like that, we need to. I'm sorry, I was on ATS though. So like certain things like that we need to see and watch out for, because ES again is pushing up higher, and we can't see the market, you know, continue up here from here, because again we do have a sell side imbalance, which is looking like it wants to get inversed. And then we have a 4-hour candle range low. We also have that buy side objective from the all-time highs, basically, that the market wants to reach for. And then we also have this 1 hour forming, which does look nice, honestly. But MNQ is melting right now, and I want to see, do we continue melting on MNQ, and does ES follow up? Because ES also had this right here, right there, this little 5-minute inversion form, and it held at 9:30 and just continuing up higher, and it's meeting all this buy side right here. So we're gonna have to wait and see if which one is like really leading the way. Is it this one that's leading the way to the downside? Is ES leading the way to the upside? And MNQ is just manipulating right now to then eventually reverse. I have been drawing my new week opening gaps, honestly, and reason for that is because, like, hey, I've been watching ICT's 2024 mentorship, talking about, you know, new day opening gaps, new week opening gaps. The algorithm refers to those places, you know, he's just going crazy with it. But yeah, that's pretty much really it. All right, so MNQ is still melting. It's being patient, honestly. I think that's one of the biggest things, like, a lot of traders just like don't focus on is patience. Everybody's so in tuned with, like, hey, we need to make money today. Hey, we need to take a trade today. Hey, we need to do X, Y, and Z, get X, Y, and Z result. But for me, I've been shifting my focus, like, and I've been seeing a lot of like videos on like the art of patience, bro. Waiting for your setup, waiting for the market to be super clear, and just taking that setup. I thought about it, you know, like I really thought about this, and I was like, wait, this is so true. It's whenever the market is like super clear and like you see your system presented and like the trade ideas presented, and you take that setup and you just waited, you have the best, you know, like trading performance that week. You know, if you follow your system throughout the whole week, you take, you know, the good setup. Like last week, I followed my system, you know, majority of the time. Only time I took an L was whenever I didn't. So that made me realize, like, if I'm just patient, if I'm just waiting for my system to be presented, you know, and I take, you know, the A+ setups, guess what? I win, you know, or I have a higher odd of winning, or the trades have a higher odd of winning, and have a higher probability of like reaching my objective and going in my direction if I simply wait for that to happen. And you know, it's just like, if I just wait, I'll get the better result. So there's no point of rushing into these markets, into trade ideas, you know, like even if I don't find one today, even if I don't find one tomorrow, you know, like it's fine, you know, just being patient, waiting for something to be super clear. So one thing we did do here is we swept the high and then we pushed down lower. Same thing here. We swept the high, we pushed down lower. I want to see, like, do we have a continuation trade here? Do we continue back up or retrace back up and then continue to push down lower and aim for the new week opening gap? And if not these lows, yesterday I was bearish. I was taking a short around here once we had this 5-minute inversion form. But we just failed to reach that internal low. So I did go break even a little bit before that. You'll see in the vlog, I didn't do a live recording or a trade recap. I just didn't have I had too much going on yesterday. I went live. That's the main reason why. Zoom out. The 4-hour here. We did have a 4-hour candle range low sweep. I want to see, do we reverse? If we retrace, disrespect, do we reverse, continue up, form a breaker, push up higher, reach for the buy side objective up there? It is a likely scenario, but we just don't know yet. think we do have an SMT fill also. Nah, but we look like we're gonna continue lower. Yeah, it does look like it. YM just shot up, bro. I swear, like, if you're trading YM, especially like the opening range breakout, making bread, bro. Look at that. This is like your low breakout zone right here. Right here. Then you open it down there. You would honestly want to see a break below this right here. Right there. Or something like that. Like, you know, just taps it and then shoots up. You enter. Stops below these lows right here like that. And you just target this high, I guess. Just, now you want to have a tighter stop loss like that, maybe. 50 points. And boom, it shoots up. Aim for this one. 1 to 4. Boom, bang. Bang, go trade. Bang, go trade. I'm like yawning, but I don't want y'all to see. I don't get tired. I don't get tired, man. Go to footprint. All right. Delta's still bearish. The session delta is bullish. The sellers are still in control for this candle. They're trying to push price lower, and buyers are getting in there. I'm going to the heat map right now. Dun, 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 dun. All right, the buyers are kind of stepping up here, pushing us a little bit higher. Delta's still really bearish though. It's minus 1K. We are pushing back down lower. All right, passive buyers are trying to push price higher. Can't. Aggressive sellers are just melting price. They are retracing now though a little bit. Yeah, it looks like we're probably gonna continue lower. All right, perfect chance for this one. All right, let's see if we can get this here. A little continuation on ES here. Kind of what we're aiming for here. All right. No 5-minute. We have a 3-minute inversion, but we also have a 3 minutes to be here. I'm in a busy. And then we have a 5-minute inversion. So honestly, this does not look like the best, in my honest opinion. It doesn't look worthwhile. We have 2 minutes to close this candle. 30 minutes right there. I'd rather just wait for a retracement than trade it for the downside here on MNQ. Instead of trading ES, shorting ES. It doesn't look high probability. Oh, we have a lot of buying coming in also. Even though the sellers try to push price lower. And let's see. Oh, we are reaching that value area low. We are having aggressive sellers step in. But if they fail to push price lower here, I think we do reverse and we continue up higher. So we have to wait and see, honestly. The footprint is showing we are having a bullish absorption here. So I want to see. Do the sellers continue to push price lower? I need to make this trade, big trades thing, bigger. I can't barely see it. Supply. There we go. All right, we're having more selling here coming in. Let's see if we can continue lower after. Or are we going to be having the absorption here at that value area low? Is the market going to accept it and try to push back into point of control, or are we going to melt? That's the thing too, like, even if I see all that, I'm probably not gonna take a trade, if I'm being real. That's just me being male, bro. That's just me being me, bro. I don't see what I need to see, so I'm just not gonna take it, bro. Have to wait for my system. That's one of the biggest things I realized, bro, is like, you gotta wait for your system, bro. You gotta wait for you. You gotta wait for your trade idea to come in. That's just how life works, bro. It's just how it goes. I'm thinking we might get like a little form of yeah, we might get a form of reversal here. That's what it kind of seems like. The sellers are failing to push price lower here, and it looks like more of like the buyers are in control. That's kind of what it seems like here from the value area loan. We have a buy and balance forming also, or that did form. Footprint is showing the sellers were getting absorbed at that candle low. So to me, I think we do push up higher here. So we're just have to wait for this inversion here. Maybe on like a 3-minute. Yeah, we'll probably wait for that 3-minute inverse form, if not the 5-minute. So yeah, then we take the trade. We do have buying coming in, aggressive buyers. We will see if we push out. We continue here. I think we do. Honestly, I think we do. I think we do, brothers. I think ES was the market that was leading the way. That is pretty bizarre to me. Unless I'm wrong. Unless I'm wrong and we failed to get that, my boy. Alright, so ES is leading the way. We want to see if NQ can continue here. YM is pushing down lower. Go look at the VIX. VIX opened up and is pushing down lower. NQ should be pushing up higher here. So we're going to enter this trade a little bit early on this account. We're going to be risking around 50 points. So take that trade around here. And then have our stop loss right there. And then our take profit is going to be above around here. Or we're just going to draw the standard deviation and at the... Okay, yeah. And then we're going to break even at these highs right here. So it's going to be the first trade idea, all right? And then we're going to wait for the second account here to have the other one. So we're going to see if we can make this inverse on the other one. And then if not, you know, we're just probably not going to take it. Just waiting, honestly. And then with this one, we're going to be risking a little bit more. Like around like 8 contracts. So just wait for the closure. 3-minute should be bullish. This way ES is pushing up, but it's failing to break above that high on the 15, which is pretty unfortunate. So we're gonna see if NQ can lead the way and kind of push up higher here. Just looking at the footprint, looks like the sellers are trying to absorb price, buyers are trying to push up, sellers are kind of, you know, passively getting us in there. And then yeah, we do have passive buying, passive buyers trying to, you know, continue pushing price up higher with the aggressive ones. So maybe we can continue higher here, you know, and just push up above that candle high for ES. And then we have more aggressive buying here. We want to see if this holds, and if it continues to push us up higher and it does form the inversion, I am going to be a little bit more confident in this trade idea to, you know, hold and potentially form, you know, to the buy side objective up there. But ES is failing to push up higher, which is a little bit iffy to me, honestly. But you know, I think if we do close, we will be a little bit more bullish here. So again, I do have a little bit more confidence. We have, you know, all this forming. Because if we wanted to be, you know, bearish, we would have, in my honest opinion. So just wait and see, honestly, you know, just be patient, be resilient. I want to see if the aggressive buyers can continue to push us up higher. It is having a wick form. I don't like that. Yeah, just wait and see on this one. 13, 12, 10, 9, 8.
Order filled.
All right, we got in. This one's right here. Now all we have to do is just wait, see if the aggressive buyers can push us up through that point of control and that bullish delta area. Looking at the heat map, we do have a lot of passive buyers right there pushing. Look at that, pushing price higher. Waiting for the order to get filled. That's what happened. We have a lot of passive sellers. I'm watching what happens here though. Footprint is looking a little bit more bullish. We need ES to break above those highs. Cannot have any form of divergence forming here. I need to see ES push up higher here. That's my honest opinion. We are holding the aggressive buyers. We are about to reach into that point of control. I want to see us push. We have another aggressive buyer coming in, stepping in. I want to see the market and CBD is pushing up. We need to see it aggression. We need to see aggression here. Strong displacement coming in. Can't be seeing rejection like that. Heat map is showing passive sellers are coming in to the auction. All right, we're having a little bit of a battle here forming, but I do think the passive buyers are in control. And with the aggression, you know, I think we should start seeing displacement here. We're just a little bit, footprint is showing some form of you know, aggression with the sellers. We need to start, you know, breaking above those highs, honestly. Heat map, we do have a little bit more passive buyers, but the sellers are coming in. That we're getting more passive sellers coming in. Market is moving down lower. Auction is showing a little bit of a rejection there. So we just need to see the passive buyers and the aggressive buyers override the passive sellers. And we're getting more aggression from the aggressive buyers here at that volume, that high volume node. So we need to see the market push here. We need to see the auction push, but we're getting rejection here, and it's being patient, honestly. All right, we're getting the passive sellers are just really, we're having a wall form there. Passive buyers pushing. We have strong aggressive passive sellers just holding price to push down lower, bro. We need to melt through that. We need to push through it. Come on, we need to push. I think the market wants to retrace to then eventually push up. That's kind of my honest opinion. I think we want to like retrace back into this balanced price range, and then okay, now we're getting that aggressive. All right, now we're getting it. All right. There we go. more passive buying. We need to continue seeing that. We need to see the aggression with the passive buying to hold price and then, you know, meet the objective. So this one I'm probably gonna go break even here soon on this account. Yeah, I'll probably go break even here. Even though we didn't meet it, we're all the way down here. Entry's all the way down here, bro. This is already, you know, 59 points. That's a good large amount. If I'm being truly honest, I don't think I need that much. I'm just gonna risk this much, aim for that much, really, and yeah. This one I might not go break even. The other one I'm fine because we entered all the way down here. We entered a little bit earlier. The other one I really, this one, you know, we can leave risk to let it be. See, the auction is failing, bro. The passive sellers are absorbing the price run. The buyers are kind of stepping in. But again, I think we're going to reach into the balanced price range and then shoot up higher. ES did break above the highs. NQ did break above the highs. We don't have any form of SMT right now. But I think we want to just like reach into that area, have aggressive, you know, limit orders and passive buyers come in and step in and use that with the aggression to fuel it to push up higher and break through those highs and honestly, you know, reach the profit objective. So it's kind of my ideal scenario. I want to see object tree. Okay, this is where one of them is. This is where the other trade is. I want to have them like this, so I know with the price line if we can stop that, break even, and then yeah, that's really it. So one of them is right here, like the break even point's right here. I don't want to see this get below consequent encroachment if we do retrace. That's the honest truth. I just don't want to see it get below consequent encroachment. I want to see us like respect the upper half of this body, continue up, algorithmic signatures. Now we're pushing down, we're tracing, which is honestly healthy. Footprint chart again. Sellers were absorbed by the buyers at the wick, which is totally normal. Now you want to see the aggression start to push up higher. We don't have any form of aggressive sellers. I think this is just a form of retracement. I think we should start to push up higher here. After trying to push down lower, absorbing all the aggressive sellers, I think we should. Honestly, we have more passive buyers coming in. Nah, this doesn't look good, man. I don't want to get stopped out on the other trade. You know? Hands off the keyboard, bro. Honestly, if we get stopped out, we get stopped out, bro. This is kind of unfortunate. Like, you want to see the market again. Patience, the art of patience. What I was talking about. We have more passive sellers coming in here. Buyers are pushing through it. More passive sellers. Buyers are pushing through it. More passive sellers. Sellers are kicking in. There they are. There, we're pushing through. More passive sellers. More passive sellers coming in. It's just like the market is more passive sellers. A big wall of passive sellers. 34 orders right there. Just waiting to be hit. Boom. Hit. Then it goes boom. So just like, where are the buyers, bro? You want to see the buying coming in, but like, where are they at? Why aren't we like pushing up? Why aren't we having strong displacement after forming the inversion? After forming strong displacement, we're like inside of a range still, and it just like makes me a little bit, you know, sad, I guess, that we aren't having strong displacement here. There we go. But again, the passive sellers are just there. They're there. And the passive, oh, we have an aggressive buy. Well, we're at the aggressive buyer area, and we're hitting that point of control from yesterday. You want to see, like, you know, do we start melting through it? That's honestly the most important thing. Is like, we had so much bullish delta there that you want to see the market just melt through it. You want to see the market continue and just push right through that and like melt through it with like butter. And then we're having passive sellers coming in. Look at that strong aggressiveness of passiveness of the sellers trying to push the auction lower. And we had a big buying bubble at that passive seller wall that seller wall. The footprint is showing again. The buyers are still in control, but if the sellers continue pushing price lower and absorbing us, then there's no point of us continuing here, you know, with the auction. All right, so we are having that momentum. But look, we're showing strong rejection. So for this one, I'm gonna just aim for like a 150 winning day. I'm gonna have it right here for when I move my stops on this account right here, and then I'm gonna hide it, and then my target is all the way up here. So my target is not all the way up there no more. It's gonna be right around here, and we're gonna see if the auction can meet my objective. That's it. We have, oh my gosh, 863 aggressive buyers. Bro, if that does not continue pushing us up higher, I don't know what is. We should not even be retracing right now. We should just 863 buyers. Are we being serious right now? Are we dead ass? 863 buyers. We should just melt through this high volume node. We should continue. Holy shit. That's the biggest bubble I've seen in a while, bro. ES is failing to like break above those highs, honestly. Unfortunate. You would want to see that, but it's not forming, so that is pretty unfortunate. I think I'm gonna trail my stop loss after what I just seen right there. Trail it above to around these rejection blocks.
Order filled.
Oh my god. What happened? Oh my god. Did we have news? Don't tell me we did at 10 a.m. news. Holy shit. I'm going break even after that, bro. That shit scared the fuck out of me. Bro, I thought I got stopped out on like the whole trade. What the fuck? Bro, Top Step is fucking with me. No way. There's no way that happened on Top Step. Because on my other charts, everything else is good. 10 a.m. did not do that. They are fucking with me. Top Step's fucking with me. Y'all see this? Top Step's fucking with me. We go to TradingView right now. How much you want to bet? TradingView did not get that, bro. Top Step is fucking with me. They're fucking with me. Bro, they're fucking with me, literally. Look, where did that candle form? Where did that wick form on NQ right now? Where? Tell me where. Even if we go to MNQ. Where? Oh, shit. I'm looking at the wrong chart. All right, it did form on MNQ, but not on NQ. Holy liquidation, bro. Good thing I got the 150. I got the 150. I was about to trail it too. We got the winning day, honestly. I could really care less now. I do care though, because it pisses me the fuck off now. I'm actually pissed, bro. I don't even want to see this trade win. Fuck that. That shit pisses me off now, bro. I'm actually pissed. I'm actually fucking angry, bro. I don't know why. Why am I angry? What kind of winning day? It's because, like, bro, the trade would have hit. I already know. Oh. Now we have to see this trade play out. See if it does hit or not. Do we reach stop loss or do we reach take profit? Put your bets on Kalshi. Alright, let's get back to locking in. We have more passive sellers. Buyers are trying to push. Sellers are kind of in control right now. We have more passive sellers pushing price lower here. You can see footprint chart. The last candle was bullish delta. We have bearish delta coming in. We have bullish session delta of 5K. We are inside of we were above the high volume node with the strong bullish delta. Now the market is retracing back up into that area with such strong aggressive orders there. 863 orders from the previous candle. And yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see, honestly, see if we can continue up higher here. Just looking at the 5-minute, we are retracing, which is totally fine. We're retracing above this right here. Especially on MNQ, the market forming that 5-minute, strong displacement, reaching back. I just don't want to see it come back lower. I think we should continue back up higher. But on NQ, we can, it's totally normal and fine. So honestly, we're having a little bit of divergence there. And then ES and NQ right now. ES is failing to break above the high, but it is retracing up into a 15-minute fair value gap, a BISI. And then on NQ, we broke above the highs right now. So I want to see, you know, do we continue to displace and break above the highs with strong displacement? We're going to have to wait and see, honestly. We also have this little bullish order block area. I want to see if this holds right now and kind of like what's going to happen here. I want to see the 5-minute candle start to show some form of rejection here, because Delta does look a lot more bullish on, you know, NQ or the Delta, the CVD, and on the chart it just doesn't look as bullish. So you want to see some strong displacement here occur. Footprint 2, we have passive sellers just trying to hold price lower inside of this range, but they are kind of having control here and just waiting, honestly, to see if the passive buyers coming in, they're stepping in. But we're just inside of a range. We need to break out. Footprint is showing the buyers are kind of stepping up here now. Sellers are getting trapped below at that candle wick on the 15. So and then on the 5-minute, we don't have any form of aggressive buyers or sellers here. We're just waiting. And yeah, we're just waiting here, honestly. Heat map is showing that we want to come down. Sellers are kind of like, we're just in the battle right now. Buyers are kind of stepping in. Passive sellers step in. Passive buyers are in there, trying to push price, continue pushing price. Sellers, that wall right there, melt through it. Bro, I'm so glad I moved my stop loss, because I would have gotten stopped out. I would have gotten stopped out if I never trailed my stop loss there. And I'm so glad, because when looking back now, it's like, hey, why did the market do that? I don't know. I can't control the market. Is the market algorithmic or is it AMT? You know? But either way, I'm fine with the result of a winning day. I'm gonna trail here now to 160. Again, I'm gonna do the same thing, because like last time, bro, melted me through. Yeah, I'm not trying to be having a melting through and not make some form of profit. So, and plus we have this order block on the 1-minute lower quadrant. The lower quadrant was respected, and we drew it from the area of where the order block is the most significant. Passive buyers need to step in. We're failing me. Come on, boys, y'all failing me. Passive buyers again. We have a strong buying wall. We have aggressive buyers. Why aren't we pushing price higher? What's going on? The footprint, we absorbed all the sellers down there. We need more passive buying, and now we're getting it. Come on, we need more passive buying, and we need more aggression here. I need a trail. We need a trail below this right here. This is the new area now. We're so close to reaching the objective, and I think we need to just push. Just push, honestly. Just push. $15.12. Again, we have commissions and all that we have to pay. Honestly, we're getting closer, but I just feel like we're getting further away from it. I don't know why. I just feel like these candles are kind of getting exhausted. Finding exhaustion here for them. That's what it feels like. See, they're just forming a bunch of wicks. Heat map is looking like passive sell wall. It's kind of absorbing price. Buyers are trying to push. Sellers are trying to push. We're just stuck in between. We're not really moving. The sellers are kind of kicking in a little bit more, melting through the high volume node, but we're like, hey, do we really want to push through here, guys? This is your more significant area now, right here. Melted right there at that body low. Footprint is showing like, hey, sellers are coming in. We're absorbing the buyers. We're having a doji candle now form. Unable to push. Heat map is showing. We have the sell wall and the buy wall, but the sellers are a little bit more in control here. Now we're having more aggressive passive sellers coming in. Let's see if the buyers can push. Buyers are kind of holding if we don't have any rejection here. And then it looks like we are kind of, yeah, we are having a rejection there. I'm trying to push through it. Trying to push through it. Let's push through it. Let's push through it. Let's push through it. Passive buyers are stepping in. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Passive sellers are just there though. They're just there. They're holding this wall at a 30.62. Yeah. 30.62 area on MNQ. Not on MNQ though. Let's look at the, okay, there we go. Footprint is showing, we have bearish delta on a bullish candle though. We're just, I don't know though. I don't know. Maybe we get the reversal. Not a reversal, but a form of a retracement here. We just start to push down lower. Unless it's a false delta break. Even then though, because like the CVD is giving us a bearish candle and like we're just bullish here. Doesn't make sense. We go for 500. It's the new. A little bit above, honestly. I'm trying to clean the chart, man. Now the delta's bullish. There we go. It's like, do we hold? Do we continue? It's already what? 9 o'clock my time. I'm at the text my girlfriend. I'm sorry, guys. This trade is like by far one of the longest trades I've taken. Yeah, we're probably gonna get stopped out. All right, there we go. We have a massive sell wall up there though, like above this candle's wick right here. Oh, we're melting through it. We're melting through it. We're melting through it. Melting. See the footprint? Yep. Bullish delta. Pushing through. Let's see if we can push through that sell wall. We're looking like we're getting it. There we go. Sellers are just straight in control. In control. Let's see it. Come on, let's see it, baby. Yeah, we have aggressive buying coming in. Probably gonna get hit the next couple of minutes. Let's see. I'll go back up to the 5-minute, honestly. So being on the second time frame is just like brain rot. It's like brain rot, honestly. Let's see if we can get it here. Come on. Boom.
Order filled.
Order fill. Badass. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm tweaking out. I'm tweaking, guys. Let me get out. All right. I'm just still mad about this trade. This trade could have been 2% win, would have been bullish balance. This one, now we're up 1%. I mean 2% on the account. On the funded, brought us back up, baby. And then on these right here, we're just up now. So honestly, that's really it. Using order flow. I think order flow with ICT equals steroids. Steroids. All right, let's show you guys what I was seeing, honestly. No mentorship. I'm not charging nothing just yet. But here is the trade. So value area low with a lot of what bullish delta right there. Market came down. Sellers were trying to push through that, failed. And then eventually I drew the point of control with where the most amount of bullish delta was accumulated from. And then you can see the bottom is the point of control. So the market was having aggressive sellers, market pushed up, aggressive buyers came in, and then what pushed price higher. Footprint charts. If we look at the footprint, bearish delta, bullish session delta, the volume 40K. Look at all these aggressive sellers that were trying to push price lower, absorbed, and then the market pushed up higher. Using the heat map, looking at where all the aggressive call walls and sell walls were at, and just managing the position correctly there with the heat map is honestly so important. Just looking at how much buying pressure and all that is coming in. So that's pretty much really it. Yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys later, and hopefully you guys enjoy this little trade recap. So honestly, if we never got stopped out on the original position, I probably would have honestly aimed for this high up here. And I would have done it on these accounts, but I can't. I'm copy trading, evals and unfunded, so I can only aim for like 3%, risking 2%. So that's pretty much really it. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.